is the same girl. This is the same girl you were telling me is your cousin. This is the same girl, isn't it? You even showed me pictures of her singing. This is the same girl that you showed me is your cousin.
No, you're confusing people now.
The gospel singer.
Are you sure?
Is her name not Sophie, Kevin?
No, her name is Asca, not Sophie. Read there, you can see that. Her name is Asca, her name is not Sophie.
Nani Kevin aebisa mosine o Chibo ke asca olangi aza cousine na ya famille maternelle.
There's something I wanted to tell you. I was a little bit shy to tell you face to face. I know I owe you money, but I have to raise 150K by Saturday. I'm even laughing because I don't know what I'm gonna do. So if you know someone who can help me, or this neighbor of mine with his car, if you know someone who can help me, or you know someone who can assist me by Saturday morning, and I will pay the person back. We can even send the papers. I'll pay the person back by the second half of December or the beginning of January. Please, I really need it. Tomorrow it's gonna be great, but by Saturday morning, do you know anyone that can help me with that, please? Thank you. Hey babes, got your message. I'll ask around. Money is money, babes. I know you're not running away, and I know you're good for it. I won't lie, Dubai was hard for me. It was very hard. And yeah, it's behind us now. And I know when you're ready, you'll give it back. But I've heard your new request, and I'll ask around to see what I can do.
So how did you feeling after knowing that he was said that all thing he said about Darcy?
I feel that one hurts me very much, and because of that, I will take this copy, I will give it to my lawyer. He will never see Darcy ever again. As long as I'm alive, he will never, because how can you deny Darcy? You never said anything to me. Darcy has your name. Her name is Darcia Kasia. You signed on her birth certificate. Now today, you are telling another woman that she is not. I'm going to show her.
Alors la message au communauté moi si na Chibo alors la sango Darcy alors peut son pe lawyer na avocat na pour oser sous na droit monter l'icône Darcy parce que elle pouvait tout accepter ou humilier mais pour wanga makila na Darcy parce que Darcy comme on est Darcy casser mais t'as des gros wanga moi na yo.
Give us our money. This woman, she needs her money. I also need my money. I also need to pay the debts that you left me with here in South Africa. Your car was repossessed. I'm not going to pay for that money. 145.
The car was repossessed for how much?
He owes 145,000 rand on the car. 145,000 rand.
145, 55,000 rands.
I am very, very hurt that as another woman, I was party to his lies. Right? For me to find out that he was still very much with you,
yes.
I had to reach out. I couldn't keep quiet anymore. I thought I'd just do my case quietly. I'm also going legal. He owes me money. He knows it. I've got all the proof. I've shown the ladies here. I've got all the proofs of payments. I've got his voice note saying he'll pay me. I've got his messages saying he'll pay me. Plus, he paid me on the 24th of November. He paid me 5,000. Why would he pay me if he doesn't owe me money? Why would he pay me?
Futa mbongo na banyonye so zaki na ngeze de 65,000 rand. Abane ko de somo parce que chaque fois nous une explication le lo papa na ngazo bele lo bi blandine ya na blandine mobile na za irresponsable whatever et le lo tension mati mutu pasi ya ngaza ko de somo surtout parce que ça qui est laissé quoi yiba mbongo na onionso akima na lo ko la avocat la ngela makambu ya ngwa o de fambongo ko se bazon c'est le mbongo na yo o futa mbongo a Chibo na intérêt tu vois besoin c'est le mbongo na si 265,000 au futa 5,000 rand et 260,000 rand.
We want our money. I want my money. You left me in debt. Your car was repossessed. I need to pay that. You need to come pay that money. Really.
Alimbo na e futa 70,000 reines na e mutuka o defa na banque nyongeza makasi ba e bakangi mutuka na yo pesa mbongo na e alimba pour amte otiki na ba difficulté énorme.
Cheka ni modèle Basaba et bâti Lichomba bolingo.
Bien voilà, très chers internautes fidèles, les habitués des Mamans Internationales, bonjour. Nous sommes toujours en Afrique du Sud et à chaque fois qu'il y a une actualité, comme je ne cesse de vous les répéter, bino pour retenir, bino informer, éclaircir l'opinion et mettre le point sur les i, envie d'épingler certains points. Et les loboé, toé awa, toujours na forêt, na rodepot estate. Na ya benginga, moi si ya Kevin, Kasea, mon sousou, oyo Kevin a défaki 260 000 rand. A fumé l'épée de Jacques parce qu'il faut affouter un bon attaque émission. Na saki na moi si ya Kevin, femme légitime na laissé go. A benginga na ça na ba capture d'écran de bomo na abi que Kevin a fait que déjà ba divorcer na laissé go. A défaka il bosso 80 000 et puis ayo ba c'est bon bomo la va prouve nyo mais malheureusement c'est que ali ko le canal vidéo te maintenant record hier. En complicité avec la régie, suivez-moi.
You are the one make my life happy. You are the one make my heart go. Oh, love you. Nakokufa pona yo mwana mama. Nakokachwa pona yo mwana mama. Grâce à toi je suis.
Voilà tout ça awa et pas ya madame Chibo. Agali moi si mon sousou il y a Kevin Kasea donc je même de là mon Dieu parce que ba story auto qui awa il est kelinga tama benginga tozaki na lesego toye maman awa et yeli mtade fisa Kevin Kasea 260 000 reines asa moi si ya Kevin Kasea nde bon na ba vidéo bazali na piscine bazali na kati ya mon Dieu donc toye ma famille qui a choqué biso à lobby en tout cas le noir bébé à propos à l'essego et pas à Chibo you are from
Zimbabwe.
Chibo as a from Aouta à Zimbabwean et as a Sud-Africain.
You want let her tell her story?
Donc yeah, tell us why did you call her?
Yeah, somebody who also
Okay, so I saw your YouTube interview.
Yes.
And I think I listened to a phone call. I don't know whether it was you or the other lady who was translating the conversation that you guys were having. And she mentioned that I can understand a little bit of French. She mentioned that there was someone who, there's a lady who called in after the recording was done. Right? And she was doing like a question answer session. And there's a lady, I think it was Adrienne Premier.
Yes.
And she mentioned that she found it very strange that during the live of one of the wedding ceremonies, there was a lady who was sending messages about money, and people were responding saying, no, she's just jealous because Kevin left her.
Let me explain. À lobby, ye azwaki numéro nanga na YouTube, na émission na salaki, et puis à mon vidéo nanga muta postaki yango Adrienne première dame. Et puis azui a benginga. Mais tant Adrienne a postaki vidéo on a tout ça na lesego, Chibo Adrienne a lobby na kamoki jour ya mariage ya asca olangi ezaki na mwana mwasi moko bwazaki kokoma futa mbongo na so futinga mbongo na te na obstam biso so futinga mbongo na te na ko exposer yo nde place azaki intéressé et parce que tanga yo ki abia Yes, you can.
I also posted on Axa's page herself.
Yeah, come close.
I posted on Axa's page. I posted on the sister's page. I think the sister's name is Ketia. So that's what I was posting.
Yeah, show him on there.
This is what I was posting. It's translated into English, but I posted in French so that no one could misconstrue it.
Yeah.
And he left my house on the 20th of November, right?
28.
20
20th,
November.
yeah.
He spent the day here.
Yes.
And he was telling me how sick his father was. He's scared. He was even asking me how we coped when my father died.
Yeah.
Bazaki, le 20 novembre, avant que, parce que Kevin a le mois qui a le 21, il left to you on 21 November.
Yes.
À le mois qui a pas Thibault le 20 novembre, elle dit que papa n'a, his father passed away.
No. He said his father was in trauma, critical care, in hospital in Kinshasa.
Alors oui, papa n'a azali na état critique à coma na Kinshasa. Yango okende kin. Donc bakabone na Thibault le 20 novembre, bayo okabanana laissé go le 21 novembre d'avoir na ba 3 heures parce que les vidéos na beaucoup na tourner laissé go. Et beaucoup anyo kende kuti kene aéroport et bi mona ki tiki na aéroport ezakité parce que avoir qui le 21 novembre na ba 3 heures du matin. Yes, you can continue.
Okay. So when he left here, he then said to me, no, you can't take me to the airport because he showed me his booking. He's actually sent it to me, the flight booking. And I even asked, why is it one way? Because it was a one-way ticket.
Yes.
Right? And then he says, no, because I don't know how long I'm going to be home for. I don't know how soon Papa will come out of hospital. It makes sense. The answer made sense,
Yes.
right? So then he says, no, I can't ask you to come and take me to the airport because I have to be at the airport before dawn. Because I think the flight was at 7.
Let me check on you. It's fine. You can carry on.
The flight was leaving at 7, right? But now I know. And then also that morning when he left to go to Kinshasa, I woke up as well at 3 a.m. to phone him because obviously if he has to be at the airport at 7, he will wake up 3:30 to get ready to leave the house. He did not answer. Right? The other thing I was chasing him for was my payment because he promised to pay my money before he leaves.
When did you borrow him the money?
Okay, so from December last year, 2019, right, up until end of October, I've given him 265,000 rands.
From?
December 2019.
Yes.
In fact, the first payment I made him was in October 2019.
October, right? You borrow him how much?
The first amount was 15,000.
50,000 rands.
And then in December, by the end of December, it was up to 83,000 rands.
83,000 rands.
Okay.
Yes.
And then throughout this year, up until October, it's now up to 265,000 rands. I've got all the proofs of payments.
Yeah.
And
Can
like
we see the proof?
No, I can show you.
System so bi ba nyonso bambongo nyonso apesaki Kevin Kasea le na mois d'octobre l'année passée c'était 50,000 rands. Si to comme en décembre a ko ba c'est 80,000 rands. Moi au année où depuis bandi ti to kendenge de la so Kevin Kasea ko ba la axa olangi. Bon, c'est ça, 260,000 rands. Il faut avant que c'est bon, on a. Mais si le problème est que il y a une conversation sur bazaki ko solo na Kevin Kasea, azaki ko poster en haut na mur ya axa. Alors le quoi zako ton va commentaire ba benga za jealous ayo ki alibala axa zuwa. Ayo ki les zuwa te pour yenda za baza 50 ans. Kevin a joué à pesa ki bato a to yeba 40 ans. Mais tu peux peut-être soyez en âge né à solo to âge à l'hôpital. Donc c'est ça. Azwa ki coûte ba message à tindeli à forward axa olangi na WhatsApp. Axa olangi ayoka ma répondante a répondate. Atinda sala groupe yena axa olangi na Kevin. Na Instagram axa olangi atanga ba message ma répondante pour na bino ba tolo ba ke axa za victime te. Il savait très bien que Kevin était marié donc à Tiemoutou. Pour ce que nous avons attendu au axe sali. cela montre, prouve à suffisance que Azaki prête que Oeroya et à Pascal le bien pour équilibrer les passés, c'est passé le pété côté comme ça qui n'a pété. Donc Azaki victime. Yes, sister, you can.
Yeah. So then I was saying beginning of November, I noticed his pattern changed. And it always used to happen when I asked him for my money, because he'd tell me a story, by end of August, the 25th, I'll pay you. Then around the time I start asking, he gets angry, he stops coming, he stops answering my phone calls, and then when I stop asking about the money, things go back to normal.
Donc à chaque fois Kevin Kassia sera sengi mbongo na akomi kanda okatele mangala akobloquer akosala o nyonso akosala ya mabe. Mais ce qui atiki ko senga mbongo wana harmonie zongi normale dans relation na bango bomo na bango na kati ya jacuzzi bomo na bango en tout cas ye Thibaut azima boen mais akenda na ndaku ya lesego vendredi alala kuna samedi dimanche azonga imaginez avec ça lesego na bilo matoi o lesego alati oyo ye Thibaut mutu asomba yango donc na mbongo na ye Kevin Kassia a joué yango abe opesa moi na liboso la chise ana na 21 ans na ngope lesego yebiete nzoka yaki nango apesi lesego awa to mona carte postale. Where is the card? Wait.
Yeah, my birthday card.
Yes.
Don't show people my age, please.
No. Bon mona awa Kevin Kassia pour vous avoir précision. Kevin Osni Joseph Kassia. Donc au fraki moi si na Thibaut carte postale oyo akomelie you fill my heart with happiness and give a reason to smile. Donc autant d'ici motema na ngai na sengo po pesi nga raison yo seka na vie pono bando seka sou na vie. May you have everything you wish for your birthday. Na souhaité tout le bonheur aux souhaité pour Zwana jour anniversaire na yo. You deserve a wonderful full years with your heart full with happiness. I love you endless. Wana ezali ya Kevin Kassia mutu a offra Thibaut. Alors que Kevin Kassia na vie na ende bazana moi sine lesego. Nanu atikala koyebisa ete ke. Et puis birthday fête ya lesego ya naissance a offrir ne serait-ce qu'une carte postale. Kevin a ça là pour pas laisser goûter. Mais Kevin a qu'elle n'a plus long que il s'est Thibaut qu'elle laissé go. Non, qu'elle laissé go à ça. Moins sérieuse que ce que Kevin Kassia a vie n'a c'est c'est parce qu'elle laissé go. A ça Kevin que moi na auto bota dans la moi na auto na bota na mba mususu yango Kevin Kassia a comme triste. Imaginez makambo na ça bino to kambo ngai na laissé go awa et pas Thibaut. Thibaut boye pour les la vidéo parce que avant moi na mobali so moi na moni na makambo oh ça très férié. Mais la bonne délai c'est parce que tu as déjà prouve na je vraiment vidéo na laissé go de moni azaya kokufa. Parce que nous avons fait l'émission, moi, je suis là parce que laissez-moi dire que sur le choix de l'obéi, c'est que moi, on a une vidéo sur YouTube. À mon avis, on a Facebook, à mon avis, des photos. On a dit maman, what is wrong? Les mamans expliquent que si quand on a fait l'émission, moi, on a un colo, on a un chibo, on a un chibo. Moi, on est là. Donc, allez-y comprendre, c'est vraiment une situation accablante. La situation vraiment délicate. Match est ma bébé, si Kevin Kassia a changé. Bino mi bali na biso ba congolais, bo monde sa biso pasi combien mi bali ba congolais ba sundoli basi na mboka oyo ya ba congolais na bana. Balandi pe ka basi ba congolais, tout le bana ko ba sud-africain. Mais siko oyo zo sala na to be ngo chimbondation tout be ngo no moni nde ba baka 1000 jours de vol, un jour d'attrape yibo sala mais un jour ndama ko exposer, on est siko ndama zo exposer yo. On les laisse laisser au moins sur bala. Au panel sont partout au divorce parce que tant que tu vas contacter un des beaux monde script shot c'est parce que bah qui a qui d'abord divorce si on a eu tu vois bien il est petit que tu viens à laisser donc et là vraiment bino batbolo batke asca Rachel olangi asa victime tiboy bakaebe makambo parce que makambo nyoso mba soli le 24 novembre déjà batinda que va voir so ayo quelqu'un qui va que l'autre Chibo a ça la groupe ya Instagram yé na asca na Kevin a yoka ba voice à ce moment à bloquer. Asca yoka ba voice répondre. C'est pour juste pour vous dire que elle n'est pas une victime. Elle savait très bien ce qu'elle était en train de faire. Yes, you can continue. Okay. If you can have also the proof for the money transfer.
Okay, so I showed him one of the proofs of payments. Do you want me to open them?
Yes.
So here, I've got all of them here. Okay. Proof of payment. Can you see his name is there?
Yeah, you can open.
Can you see
so
that?
they can see properly.
Yeah. Payment made to. There's his bank account number here. 15,000. That one.
For the fifth time.
This was in December. Some of the money I gave cash. I'd have to go and withdraw from the bank, and then he'd come and collect here or meet me at the bank. So by December 2019, by end of December, I had given him 80,000.
Okay.
So I can tell you this and show you everything. I had started preparing something that I wanted to send to. I don't know when I deleted it. For my lawyer to put together.
No, I don't want you to hear this. What you're talking about.
I deleted it. Oh, here. I was going to send. It's not very clear. It's a photo. You see, it's a photo of us, some messages. You see, even here, you see what he says about your sister. It's not very clear. I'll send this to you.
Okay.
Can you see what he says about your sister? He says,
good morning, baby. Up sleep well because I was exhausted last night. I have lots of meetings today, mostly for my investment plans. I really want to invest again as soon as possible before I start spending the money. Even I touched some yesterday to help Blondine because she is an irresponsible husband.
Donc, she said Blondine she is an irresponsible husband. Lekine Blondine, she's a head or young sister. Grande sœur na Blondine. Oh, azo binga la démission quand on va bien laisser goûter. Bavant da alambal na. They are staying here, ne?
Yes, they stay in Rodiport. That's why I go to.
Yes. Abi mobile Blondine aza irresponsable. Ayebi kubate la moi cité à Chouron et l'Oriate. Yango ye azo kimbonga zaki na moi pesa ki bango. Si quoi azo linga a réinvestir ba business na ye. Et yango azo senga aide pas Chibo aza Zimbabwean. Bref, nous eza 260,000 rands.
Hey, can I say something? Okay, this message is from my husband, Kevin. Send it to another woman. And here he says, good morning, babe. Hope you slept well because I did. I was exhausted last night. I have lots of meetings today, mostly for my investment plans. I really want to reinvest again as soon as possible before I start spending the money. Even if I touched some yesterday to help Blandine Kaseya. Blandine, yes, Blandine. My sister-in-law, Blandine. The one who was at my wedding, Blandine. The one who was in my lobola.
But she said she is not recognizing you.
Blandine. Because she has an irresponsible husband. I know Blandine's husband.
She's irresponsible.
I can't comment on that one. I'm sorry, babe. I will not be able to see you. I know I owe you lots of money. And I'm sure that by the 25th, I'll be able to pay.
25th January.
That's August.
That's in August.
Yeah.
August.
The message was sent
2020.
Yes.
Donc, alobi, bébé, patienté, n'a vu qu'il y a des films bons et bélés, mais le 1er août, na uzungiselo mbongo na
And
yo.
by August, I think the money was up to 230,000. It hadn't reached.
Non, déjà na mois ya août mbongo ezalaki 230,000 rand.
But why did you keep
il never
on
paid.
Because the story was so plausible, right? You work in a bank,
Yes.
right? You cleaned out all his money.
Me.
Because you work in a bank. And you know how to work.
Oyo kindenge aloba ke mbongo na yenyo so lesego ayiba mbongo parce que lesego asala na
You took all
banque.
his money when you left the marriage, right? And the reason why I opened up was because he was divorced.
Lesego
Okay, now
ayiba
he's divorced, but
chibo.
he's telling them he was not married
No,
to
he
me.
told me that he was divorced. And I can play you, I can show you the messages and the voice notes.
Donc Kevin Kassé ayebisa chibo ke abalaka lesego me ba divorça. Lesego asala na banque, lesego ayiba mbongo nyonso na
This
compte.
150, remember? he
Yango
asked
ye
for
atika
100.
maboko
Yes,
pamba yango
yes,
siko yake pa
150.
chibo adesise mbongo chibo pa yokaki mawa mobali nanga aza na mbongo te mwasi akima ye na mbongo parce que asundola ye na mwana nde chibo azwaki mbongo adefisi ye.
Yeah, put his picture there. Put it so they see him. Put it so that he can't say it wasn't him.
You and him.
Yes.
Bango ye nde
Went to
bomona o
function last
chibo
year.
bomona eza chibo na Kevin Kassé ya tosolonge ko na présence ya lesego mwasi ya Kevin ya ndako. Imaginez bomi tata na place na bino ba bozoloba bofinga. Pourquoi biso ba congolais tozala boyi likambo emona na clear que mobali c'est un aventurier za maître frappeur avant dîner ka bolinga. Qu'est-ce qui prouve qu'alingi Rachel
Let me
Olangi?
go to this message. It was on the 21st.
Soki mama mwana na yo saba zo
Can you
poste
see?
le makambo
That's his own
banda.
biological daughter.
What?
Yeah. I was going to send all that.
What?
Let me see.
Another sleepless night. I'm really fed up. Why people has to be so cruel? She stole a lot of money from me.
That's the money.
Fraudulently my signature to get possessions of my account. That is not my biological child according to DNA results. You know what? For that, Kevin, you will never see this ever again. And you and the rest of your family don't even come and claim my child. You will never see her.
Bon,
You will never see her. Never.
Jamais.
As long as I live, you will never see her.
Tant qu'on
I'm going to tell her. I will save this message and I will show her that you denied her. I want to see this. Come to me. Send me the results that you said about it. How can you deny your own blood? The child who was born 320 grams, she was a premature. She spent 3 months in hospital. 3 months.
I know.
So small. And now he's going to deny her.
Donc bon na Kevin azowanga na mwana oloba ke daseza mwana na ete. Ama kila na ete. Yango ye tango atangi message aobi tant qu'on a envie Kevin Kassé otika ba mona dasité. Et dans la membre de famille na mon côté ba mona sous dasi. À moins que ya cha mtu na sa kufa mais tant qu'on a envie ba mona ete.
You know, guys, the reason why I messaged you today, after listening to your interview, I'm a woman, right?
My goodness.
If I was the woman, I always used to question myself, and I said it to you guys. In this world, I think it's 0.00001% of women that don't want their children. It's very rare for a woman to walk away from her marriage and leave her children.
Yes.
Right?
That's true.
And we all used to say, my sisters, everyone who's met this man, used to say, wow, you're such an honorable man for you to be looking after, because he said he had his 2 children. Lashwana, who now I know does not exist, because the gift I bought for Lashwana is now on your ears.
Yes.
And the little one upstairs. Right? And for me, that's why I said it's too early for me to meet the children. That's why I never used to go to the house when the children were
And
there.
listen to what he says. Listen to what he says. He's even talking about bad about his family. He's saying that, okay, now after he's saying this is not my biological child according to the DNA results, they freeze all the accounts because we are in court and under investigation that can take up to a month. My family doesn't want to help me because I didn't listen to them when they stopped to go ahead with her. It is the first in my life to reach the bottom rock and stuck like this. You are going to get stuck forever. You are going to jail. Right now, you are going to jail.
Now
this is not about
bozoyo
marriage, we are
kandenge
going to
Kevin
jail.
kase akosaki Chibo abike bakende kosalisa ID Aden bakende kosalisa Aden et puis bamoni ke dasi mwana oyo kende kase ababota na lesego azali mwana ya Kevin kase ya te famille na ye basundola baboya kosalisa ye po ye aboya ho ayokela monto bazaka kopekisa na mwasi oyo yango ye palobi ye pe autika esusu te il faut pas porter Kevin plainte azon c'est le bon parce que c'est une pauvre femme Kevin comment on peut ruiner mwasi na yo boye ok koloba ke jusqu'au point de nier sa fille olobaka yiba mbongo nyonso na banque on le otikala malheureux oyo yibi mbongo Tala plein d'autres qui ont un problème. Tala nous autres qui ont un problème. Pourquoi nous se comporter beau? On a docteur T, on a maître frappeur. Asca olangi, yo qu'est-ce que Kevin a fait dans bien? Les civils vont pour balancer la jalousie. Les civils vont jalouser Asca olangi nani. Et elle vit nae.
You should know that.
Mais bon là qui s'est dit là parce que bah on va l'équipe bosso na va l'équipe parce que le on va bimi ba on mi bali. To éviter le discussion na na bimi. Na éviter le bimi na contacter.
Then also,
oh, bon, là bas sur la bambanda.
on the
Bambanda.
let me show you. On the 25th, when this wedding,
Laissez Boazaki Koyoka tout le temps Kevin Kassé attend à combat Chibo, mais à Tikala on a Chibo, t'es première fois
No,
on
we
a
go to
Chibo,
sue you as well.
Chibo a Beninga.
No, this is
Neto,
not
ah, même Kabo, et Bolinga, bon, comme bien que daddy, eh, bah, comment les Bolamka ko? Bolamka.
What kind of a person are you?
Oh mon Dieu,
You
la
don't have a heart.
nini. Oza moté ma tote.
You take money from women.
Babe, there's something I wanted to tell you. I was a little bit shy to tell you face to face. I know I owe you money, but I have to raise 150K by Saturday. I'm even laughing because I don't know what I'm gonna do. So if you know someone who can help me, or this neighbor of mine with his car, if you know someone who can help me, or you know someone who can assist me by Saturday morning, and I will pay the person back. We can even send the papers. I'll pay the person back by the second half of December or the beginning of Jan. Please, I really need it. Tomorrow it's gonna be great, but by Saturday morning, do you know anyone that can help me with that, please? Thank you.
Hey babes, got your message. I'll ask around. Money is money, babes. I know you're not running away, and I know you're good for it. I won't lie, Dubai was hard for me. It was very hard. And yeah, it's behind us now. And I know when you're ready, you'll give it back. But I've heard your new request, and I'll ask around and see what I can do.
You lie around. You tell me this. You
Ozo
tell
sa
me
bon
that.
ba so collection, ozo ko sa ba on ko la ba camp.
On top of that, now you deny your own blood, your own daughter.
Nicolas m'a ramené sur l'eau et choqué les séco parce que Kevin a dit que dans ces moments on était non c'est ça test à Aden abima que examen qu'il a été bon yo canon ma papa et bon bien on va bien on s'entend à cibler bon intérêt tout n'est pas ça au land.
yeah, I said to him, if you don't pay me now, this is the afternoon of the traditional wedding. I said to him, if you don't pay me now, I'm going to...
When it was
Okay, can I listen to the message?
Listen, hold on. Look at the date, 24th of November,
Yes.
right? They were getting ready for the traditional,
Yeah.
right? So this is what he says.
dans la boucle tout on va ça avec
Hold on, wait, let me set the stage. He says to me, he'll do my payment. I'll send it later today, right? I said, I've helped feed your family. If you don't, you know what will happen, right? I don't care. You don't care about me, so why must I be patient and understanding any more than I already have been?
Yes.
Plus, I bought that ring she's wearing,
Oh my goodness.
right? So then, this is what he says.
Oh, the men,
Sorry.
so why don't you do it now then? You do it, I'll tell my family, everything's called off, then I'll come back. Me and you, we see the consequences of every action that we are doing. Why don't you do it now then? Why are you threatening me? Why?
Okay. So let
He
me
was
explain.
intimidated you.
No. So I said to him, if you don't pay me, I'm going to write to Ellen, David Olangi, all of Access family. I'm going to tell them you owe me money and you left South Africa.
You should.
I did already.
And
you
what did
left
they say?
nothing. They just ignored it. You left South Africa telling us that your father is dying. You even told me, I sent that voice note to Ax as well. He told me his father stopped breathing for 8 minutes. I've got the voice note.
Send us that voice note.
Mama na guy.
Boyo qui
Like
est
he
dans
used to
le
say.
ayaki ko défend bon parce que papa na a ça qui avait du cœur pendant 8 minutes.
I sent it to an Instagram.
Yango faka ki kishasa alors ki ko bala. Hier azwa ba mikanda ba lettre ba prouve au nyonso ba transfert au nyonso ça atinda la famille on atinda la Sophie olangi o azali anti aza tante ya ba acte olangi. Mais en réalité c'est aza solution ti. Abi tibo na ebi ke olimbo na yo na promesse yo na otinde la o.
My blood pressure is very high. I have a very big
Tension na ngeza o mata na o ka bien te.
Please.
Na bonne yo pardon.
Please. If you consider me, give him as a person.
Toro considérer
Listen to me.
hein.
I know it's your money. I know what I did is not good. But
Na
please,
ebi ke
I'm
o na
asking
sa
you
ke ya
this.
bien te. Mais mingi sana na siko mo na yo.
Please don't put me under pressure. Please. I think when if you see me collapse and die, then you will believe me. I think that's the one.
Donc bon na Kevin aza oyo boyoki awa na ebi ke nga fona qualifier nani. C'est pas une personne sérieuse, c'est un homme méchant. C'est un homme méchant en fait. Il n'est pas sérieux à blesser les ségos. Et puis il y a l'oublié par exemple moi si amitié n'a pas à laisser go. Tant il y a donc à benginga parce que il y a baka Kevin bakawana laisser go. Tant à moni des vidéos na za ki choqué. Il y a ce que makambudo sur Kevin ba ndeko bisanga za kosa. Imaginez que so ya ke oh mais pas maman na ya ko ta na nda vendredi samedi machallah ni kuna. So il laissait quoi linga so ngalié pas ici. Imaginez.
This is
Oh, did you show her?
and this I sent to Ax on
She read
Instagram. No, this one she didn't read.
Oh,
But I
okay.
also sent on my WhatsApp that blue tick I showed you guys. I said I've received 5,000. This is now on the day of the traditional wedding. Received 5,000.
So he used the money to go do that wedding with.
I'm sure. Because this is on Ax's Instagram. I inboxed her, she ignored it, but the
She
WhatsApp
didn't
she read.
responding.
The WhatsApp she read, she didn't
Donc
answer.
atindaki ba message oyo et pas axa na Instagram atindaki on pe na WhatsApp ya Instagram atanga ki te mais WhatsApp atanga parce que ça qui ba bleu mais en répondant te. Donc il never pay even one
He
rand.
sent me 5,000 on the 25th of November. That was after I said to him, if you don't
He also
pay
sent
me,
me money when he got there. He sent me 10,000 rand when he went to.
Comme
Yeah, he sent me 10,000 rand. And then later on, he sent me 6,000 rand. And as soon as he found out that I.
donc depuis Kevin akenda Congo atindela laisser go 10,000 donc 10,000 rand après otindela 6,000 rand.
And as soon as he found out that I saw that he got married to somebody, then he withdrew the 6,000 from the account.
Donc tant sikoyo yo otindele 6,000 rand ezalaki laisser go ayaki ko apprendre que abali mbala mo yaki a retirer 6,000 rand oyo akelaki na account. Mais bino bakolo bakeba boya na ba divorce boki que depuis Kevin akeka Congo le 21 novembre atindelaki 10,000 rand après otinda 6,000 rand 6,000 rand oyo alongolaki. Il paye you how much 5,000. Na mbongo na yenyo so oyo sana wafutilaki afuti 5,000. 25 November.
Yes.
Dans le 25 novembre. When he sent you that money?
My battery will die. I think it was maybe last week or I'll check. Maybe last week or but it's not the 25th. It's after the wedding. After the wedding.
Donc après mariage na bango na oyebisa bino batatembe bazwa solo na vidéo
Yeah.
oyo laissé go na Kevin Kassé ba solola Kevin Kassé alaki boxer
And
tox
I
ni.
asked him, "What are you going to do with that money?" Because I was on my way to Sandton. I told him that I'm going to buy Desi something like I was going to buy him like Christmas clothes or something like that. So I was on my way to Sandton, went to Zara, when I was there, I saw a withdrawal from the account. I asked him, why did you take all of the money? Because you know that I'm going to shop for Dasi. And he said, oh, I need it. I'm going to use it for something.
Donc bongo atinda kita on laissé go à comprendre qu'il y a bali à qui a retiré 6000 rand wana ya tunye atuna ke d'abord bongo ça non ya bi on a somme la dasi bilamba ba bonne année ba fête ya festivité à fin d'année en réseau ya nde atunye bongo on retire on poani on non c'est non lo mususu nde na yo nous na vidéo o laissé go na Kevin kasi après mariage na sola ni ba o solo la à moitié ni na nango nazali na ba conversation na bango oyo bazo benga na bébé chérie et tu me manques naza nango wana après mariage donc ton dans la vidéo là ce qu'on a mis tout na c'est la vidéo tant bon sur la web axa siko yazaki wapi axa zalaki wapi donc botika tv ngas qu'on a mis tout na alingi nani aokosa nani parce que sur la cosa qui est pesa na bilo amato ina somela mwana nga 21 na bilo amato wana ka pesa lese go ya mwana bo muna yazo ba bilo amato la tizanga aisa nga zo bekopesa mwana ye wana ke kina zo tindele 10000 rand zo tindele 6000 rand zo tindele ko 5000 rand mais bo lo ba ko ba kabwana na yo ya blondi no mukolo se respecter yo la kata vidéo au prier na laisser go mais aucun a qui no ko lo me connaître c'est pas bien. C'est pas bien, en tout cas, vous devez changer.
Yeah. When did he pay you? I think he took the money.
He paid me on the 25th.
Oh, okay. He took the money after.
No, he paid me on the 24th. Sorry, it was the 24th.
24.
Yeah, but for me, he took it on the...
He just throw in your account.
He just threw in my account.
Dans futa quelqu'un un jour au basaki marais civil et coutumier il a évité ce peu bon cadeau et on va voir qu'il y a alors.
Says Kevin, I took a picture of the payment. I've got it somewhere here. I did take a picture of the payment. I sent it because my lawyer wants to...
So he's still
I was showing him, I've got no money. Can I have my money, please?
Yes.
He's saying, I have...
He's also called you, babe.
Have you got the notification?
Oh my goodness.
He's calling his one day.
Have you got the notification? I said, of course I don't have the notification because no transfer was done. You haven't paid me. I know you haven't paid me.
So the old money still...
He's only paid me, of all the money I've given him, he's only paid me 5,000.
Okay, we need to mention the total. How
the total is
no,
216.
It was 265. Now with the 5 that he's paid me, it's now 260,000.
Avec la nyone a 265,000 rand. Donc à 265,000 rand, on a foutu 5,000 rand. Atiken na nyone a 260,000 rand. Si comme vous avez dit ça, on a foutu ici. Bah tu vas vous faire bah musikate. Bah laissez vous baza kuna chibo aza awa. Donc ah ils attendent chibo aza vraiment lingole kana vidéo te pour moi na mobala aussi. Les garçons moni maman côte na maman ndenge nini. Donc c'est un peu ça, donc à tout petit moment, tout et heureusement que va Mikolo laisser mon néné, Marambo a eu qui a réagi, hier pour aller faire laisser go. Makambo non est choqué parce que mon bad dans le bac est beau et na bosala divorce. Au yé c'est que moi non azala a été à chat bouquet pour ça si ba test ba Aden, moi n'a pas bini a été. Au Kima Nambo on est le gros sala na banque au Kenda ou imiter signature na ozo embo nyoso Kima. Mais tant on est dans mon vidéo yo na Mireille na carte vidéo ne na ki choqué ne na benga Mireille mais a ebe petit que to yana laisser go on peut se répondre que yana laisser go. Donc bino ba ne so opposant ba problème na Kevin bo hésiter te bo benga. En tout cas je suis disponible et très disposé pour nous répondre à la parce que donc aux années 2020 vous avez un bon nombre de gens qui va périr parce que eux ils ont donc Kevin you must be exposed it's not my fault and then you must change.
No, he must pay back everything he owes us. He cannot leave you in such debt. It's not fair.
His car got repossessed. You know how much? Repossessed. You know how much it owes for the car? 145.
Voiture ya Kevin a défendre la banque ba ki
How long did it take?
Naza na vidéo au beau monde au balancer nous a voiture à Kevin banque et beau parce qu'elles ont quand on a crédit tellement d'argent ça la pété depuis juin et l'année passée na vendre la banque et qu'on doit voiture et c'est déjà à peu près 5 jours. Donc il faut tenir voiture pour laisser comme ça il y a on a aussi laissé comme ça pas tirer voiture c'est que accueillir n'est pour ne plus revenir bien ne beau ça va il beau ça va il ça beau quand on mati
accueillir the TV on in my room
pour soi zongi alors ça se peut à Quand on est changer, mais quand vraiment changer, c'est pas bien. Les larmes d'une femme ne coulent pas pour rien. Ne laissez les là. Parce qu'elles ont les là, bon, on est à boé. Na tout ni petite soeur na y bon fan n'ende ni abi rien ne va. Beaucoup là la bout de la nuit là, on va dire gang, va dire crakazo pété. Ce qu'on dit, on va mettre dans la place naï. Mon bal nous vous allez naï. Pour ça, mon bal n'était pas vidéo. Oh, bazan, oh, on a ça dans n'engana la sabinote, n'engana zondeni. On a ça après mariage na Rachel Olangi. Ce qu'on tourne le bani. T'es bandé au plus tôt changer. Tout ça là, la part des choses. Tout côté à côté, tout le monde a le quoi Rachel Olangi dans mon centre. T'es à mon centre t'es. A paix victime t'es. Aïe baki makambo parce que bon moni a wa date ya les 24 on va t'indiquer que le message attends il m'a répondu n'était. Hein? Rachel Olangi yo mukolo boy on a 35 ans déjà oui. Pourquoi on a un comportement un rythme ça soit boki va bager totalement que mais yo za mukolo. O maman ça n'est marqué assis. Donc il fallait plutôt dire chose comme sur la droite sur mais yo bois qu'il a sur bager ton haut et un challenge. Hein? Bozo penza mango sérieux. On m'a dit nzamba yoka nango te puso me nzamba yoka mo pa kipango même muso sisika ko logo sel kamo be pamba mo limo nzamba mo zani ka nzamba mawa azani ka sensible donc et là vraiment moi communauté congolaise naza a été pour na ko semer trouble na vie à casser à Olangi non.
You know what else he told me?
So on a droit de mentir. Il y a quand même ça dans la radio, dans la télé, ils appellent la prouve la qui c'est le quoi prouve de son on la qui ça. Parce que son moniteur va exposé au parce que tu en as fait de trop à comme sur la soupe.
Show me that he was on the phone with his parents, but look.
Oh my goodness.
Ghislaine, he told me Ghislaine was his cousin. I think Ghislaine is Axel's sister's husband. Ghislaine,
you know what he told me after I found out that no, before I found out that he got married, because I wanted him to tell me. I was still in shock. He told me that he's got COVID. And he's in quarantine for 2 weeks. And he was video calling me. I could see that he's on the bed. He's in a hotel. I'm asking myself, you are supposed to be waking, but you are chilling on the hotel. He said he's in quarantine.
When is he arriving?
No, after the wedding.
After the wedding, après mariage. Badaoso na Kevin kasi abaoso wana mwasi na lesego c'est ndenge nini ozalo koza na hotel go o bakenga na covid-19 awa bakenga na quarantaine donc ya ondo zomona anaza isolé ouais je crois il a place bazaki na nuit de noces donc Kevin ebeka na lesego lokwa azala na sans aza short day na réseaux sociaux oyeba ni mambo parce que lesego singa bavandeka ba Monica Kevin a sur téléphone a delete nini Facebook na on a dit na Facebook a supprimer Instagram na on a dit na sur les réseaux sociaux ti nzoka aiba ki pourquoi ça on c'est pas gentil Alain Kabia à London oui je suis là les boss Alain Kabia à London grand frère propre de Kabia la diva master na babi Jean-Pierre Kibis de Panama maman Marie-Jeanne Kibis moi à Paris Porsche qui est un modèle chanteur Android Kaleza tout ça Moussala du jeu Tambanikette Moto
Because he wanted to buy a Porsche Cayenne.
Yeah, he's always obsessed about a Porsche. Yeah.
Okay, because apparently he bought one and then they couldn't collect it because of lockdown.
No, he doesn't have a Porsche.
No. Well, he bought Lash a Porsche for her graduation gift.
Bon, on a posé qu'il y a une voiture Porsche pour moi on a Lash. L'âge a existé. Pour ce qu'on a collecté, à ce niveau au bagiste pour l'âge, bilo a refait seulement les ségos.
He didn't answer. This was on the 10th of October. Can you see here? This is Ghislaine. Ghislaine, I think, is Eunice's husband. And there's
Ghislaine, yes. Ghislaine Chibamba, yes.
And then there's Axa. So what he told me in December, right? Sitting on that couch, he said to me, look at his cousin. You know, she's a big gospel. Because he told me this lady was his cousin. Relatives from his mother's side. They own a church. He even made us watch one of their church.
She said, she's a cousin.
This is his cousin.
This is the same girl you were telling me is your cousin. This is the same girl, isn't it? You even showed me pictures of her singing. This is the same girl that you showed me is your cousin.
No, you're confusing people now.
The gospel singer.
Are you sure?
Is her name not Sophie, Kevin?
No, her name is Asca, not Sophie. Read there, you can see that. Her name is Asca, her name is not Sophie. Look at there.
When is your wedding, Kevin? When is your wedding?
She's not getting married. Come on.
And
alobi axa olangi aza cousin et Kevin Café a dit moi moi so aza chanteuse star name aza cousine nanga from kouta na famille maman nanga.
Yes. And then he said to me, no, her fiance doesn't like her celebrity lifestyle, and she wants me to speak to the fiance.
The fiance is who? That's Guinea Chibamba.
No,
it's him.
He's talking about himself.
Oh.
He says she wants me to speak, and I'll show you the messages. Because when he went to Congo in December last year, I even asked him, "Have you met? Have you met your cousin?"
He didn't go to Congo. He went to Angola. That's why they proposed. Wow. Because he also told me that he went to Congo.
So when exactly you and Kevin start to meet?
I first met him on the 25th of July.
Last year?
Yes, 4 days after he met this lady, right?
Okay.
But at that time he was still very married, right?
To me?
Yes, to you. Towards the end of October, right? The first time I gave him money, right? When he said he's going to America.
Oh, you meet her 2 days after him to meet AXA.
From what he said at the
speaker
on the house,
yes.
Right? And for some reason he's speaking in English. Why he speaks English in the vows?
He wanted you to listen very well.
No, he wanted to look important, I think. He wanted for people to say, look, he's come from overseas, he speaks good English, maybe, I don't know.
The English that I taught him.
So you said, remember I mean the dates?
So I met him on the 25th of July.
25th of July.
2019.
20 bakutana le 25 juillet 2019. Naïe Balingana. Dans le 25 juillet 2019, Balingana babani relation bakokabuanate le 20 novembre 2020. Tant où Kevin a édifié na Kei na zo voyage parce que papa n'a sérieusement malade. Or le 20 novembre à Kendaki journal moi je crois du matin parce que à Londres n'avait pas laissé le 21 novembre à 3h du matin. Donc imaginons un peu. Yeah, you can continue.
Good morning, how are you? Now I want to show you where he's showing me here. DRC is from his hotel room. AXA probably paid for this.
Hey babe, the other side of Congo River on the picture sent
Showing me about Congo River.
There's
can see
this Congo Plaza. You see how close it is from Congo Kinshasa from Kinshasa to Brazzaville. Just the Congo
that's my transaction. Did you manage to do my transaction? I'm going to do it in the morning.
Dans la qui c'est fleuve Congo, hein? À la qui c'est fleuve Congo.
I believe.
Parce que fleuve Congo est close na mbo kana biso yaom te séparable sur un photo.
I believe that the engagement was in Congo because this is Congo. That's Congo Brazzaville.
Bon moni photo atindela ki dans la zone na nini background mo ba une photo à la qui c'est.
I want to show you where I asked him whether he's spoken to the cousin. Did you do my transaction? What are you guys doing today? Forgotten about your cousin. Oh, I had forgotten about your cousin. Oh, apparently someone died and they had to go to a funeral. The cousin died.
Next day
that is not what you said, but how? I thought chatting to your dad. He was talking. Always family meeting. Don't forget my transaction. I was very angry here because he left me in the lurch. I'm sorry. It was a very long night. Let's talk tomorrow, please.
Okay.
I want to show you where he says, where I asked him about AXA, because he told me AXA was his cousin.
Okay, sure.
Where where I even asked about the fiance. No money yet. Oops, ignore that. I'm going to cousin's funeral. Off to bed, a little humor. There's somewhere, maybe it says Auntie Dukai. No, guilty party.
I think it was there because he left 2 weeks.
Donc, alors qu'il a eu son message, il y a confirmation place Kevin Kassé, a dit que non, axe olangi, il y a sa cousine côté famille maternelle. Il y a un des moments où il y a un temps parce que le message est tellement béni à Kevin Kassé. But he didn't block you on WhatsApp.
No, now he's blocked me.
Now.
From the, I think he blocked me on the 26th of.
Donc depuis le 26, il a bloqué le 26 novembre, a bloqué Chibo.
And he's also blocked me on Instagram.
A bloqué ton Instagram.
After I opened a group for the 3 of us, me, him, and AXA.
You must add me on the group.
No, he's already blocked her.
See, I'm always asking about the money. He doesn't answer.
But why did you keep on giving him so much?
No, because the explanation made sense. You took all his money. The lawyer's fighting to get the money back. As soon as the money comes back, I'll give you with interest.
I didn't take Kevin's money. He took my
Donc,
money
mon
too.
billet, au lycée, au Aïba, bon, on a son banque. Avocat, Zola, les 11 heures, les femmes, on n'est pas là. So, on est zone, à foot, à Chibo, on est intérêt.
Last year, December, he asked for 100,000 from me. And I said, I don't have 100,000. I can help you. Meet me halfway. I gave him 70,000. He said his father is sick, his father is diabetic, his father is in jail, and he wants a
papa n'a papa n'a diabétique, papa n'a dans la prison. You see the message?
Yeah. And then,
yeah, come and
Did you meet your cousin's fiance? He was meeting himself.
Donc, vous qui va voice, vous qui va message, vous moni pe nenge nani Kevin a dit ça moi c'est au Chibo. Que
I wish I'd looked.
axa olangi aza cousine na ya famille maternelle. Donc, likamke awa Kevin Kassé azalaka I got blood pressure. Tension na ngeza ya komata. Tension na ngana zo ma bien te. Donc à cause ça ka bon tout passé. Donc et l'autre raison ça dans ya ngwana. Donc il n'est vraiment pas sérieux. Et we want to handing
we want our money. I want my money. You left me in debt. Your car was repossessed. I need to pay that. You need to come pay that money. Really.
alimbo na e futa 70,000 rand na e mutuka o defa na banque nyongeza makasi ba e bakangi mutuka na yo. I'm not
going to be responsible for the arrears of that car. I will not pay it. You need to come and sort out your mess. If you cannot come here, you need to give us our money. You also need to pay everything that I couldn't pay because I was busy supporting you. You need to do that. We owe the municipality. There's debts everywhere. And now you left me in this mess. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you. You and your family, I'm going to sue you.
So, how did you feeling after knowing that it was said that all things he said about Darcy?
I feel that one hurts me very much, and because of that, I will take this copy. I will give it to my lawyer. He will never see Darcy ever again. As long as I'm alive, he will never. Because how can you deny Darcy? You never said anything to me. Darcy has your name. Her name is Darcia. Kasia. You signed on her birth certificate. Now today you are telling another woman that she is not. I'm going to show her. I'm going to show her. I'm going to show Darcy this message. And for that, I will show my lawyer that you should not even think of coming here to fight for custody because you'd never see her. As long as I'm still alive, forget it. You will never see the child ever again. You and your family, you will never see Darcy again. The closing here, we're saying, Kevin Kasia, you need to come. Don't come. Stay there in Congo, just send the money. Because you are now married there, you have money, you have a very, very luxurious wedding. Give us our money. This woman, she needs her money. I also need my money. I also need to pay the debts that you left me with here in South Africa. Your car was repossessed. I'm not going to pay for that money. 145,000.
The car was repossessed for how much?
He owes 145,000 rand on the car. 145,000 rand.
145, 55,000 rand.
On the car.
Because
he didn't pay the car for the whole year.
donc asali une année aza kofuta nyongo mutuka te ndezala bazwa bilo na crédit des fois mutuka futaka mensuellement mais asala une année afuta te nyongo une année esali 145 000 rennes nango te bafuta te yango baki bakangi mutuka bomona na balance bino extrait na vidéo bakangi mutuka na ye mais mpona mwana lokwa yo wangani mwana oyibi osalaki bateste ya ba ADN aza mwana no te lese kwa bi otikala suku mona dasi te ezala yo ezala famille na yo aozala message oyo okomelaki mwasi na yo chibo aolakisa yango dasi aopesa yango mpe loya na ye avocat na ye mpo ozala su na droit moko te likolo na dasi parce que elle pouvait tout accepter ohumilier mais kowangana makila na yo dasi parce que dasi kombo na ye dasi kaseya mais tala degro owangani mwana na yo. What is your last word?
So for me, I am very, very hurt that as another woman, I was party to his lies. Right? For me to find out that he was still very much with you,
Yes.
I had to reach out. I couldn't keep quiet anymore. I thought I'd just do my case quietly. I'm also going legal. He owes me money. He knows it. I've got all the proof. I've shown the ladies here. I've got all the proofs of payments. I've got his voice note saying he'll pay me. I've got his messages saying he'll pay me.
I'll pay your money. I say I'll pay your money. There's nothing you have to, there's nothing I can do right now until my dad answer me. He say I must wait. I say I'll pay your money. If it's about the money, I'll pay your money. If it's about only the money, I will pay your money. No one can help me to pay that money except my father. If you want someone to contact my father, not anyone else.
Plus, he paid me on the 24th of November. He paid me 5,000. Why would he pay me if he doesn't owe me money? Why would he pay me?
Futa mbongo na ye banyonye sozaki na ngeze yede 65 000 rand. Abane ko de somo parce que chaque fois no ene d'explication le lo papa na ngazo bele lo bi blandini ya na nga blandini mobile na za irresponsable wate va ele lo tension mati mutu pasi ya nga ko de somo surtout parce que ça qui laisser quoi yiba mbongo na onionso akima na ngolo ko la avocat la nyela makambo yango ya o de fambongo ko se bazon c'est lo mbongo na yo o futa mbongo atibo na intérêt tu vois bizon c'est la mbongo na ye si 265 000 o futa 5 000 rand et 260 000 rand pesa mbongo na ye ana besoin na yo te osa la vie na ye aza vraiment désolé terriblement désolé pour la maramunyo so o asala na vie na yo na kati ya ndako alese go parce que ya yebaki te ya yebaki ndako eza la vie ovandaka yo na mwana na yo mais akamo mwana 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 o te mais ndeni lese go akenda azo sundolela o mwana donc bah vraiment désolé Jojo Tambweni tête moto sukali Yves Malou papa des bébés Kinshasa Makambo Marie-Laure moi Kazoro Mabiala Lambert Kouka, Lambert Mouya, président Papi Monier, Jordan Mambalataï monétaire, Élisée Madiam, vacation qu'à la maître salopard, Papa Netana Kenji Noah. Si vous avez aimé, dites merci aux médias Maman International TV Show. Abonnez-vous à notre chaîne YouTube. Surtout, je ne veux pas que vous interprétez mal ce que je suis en train de faire parce que quand Dieu choisit les moments pour exposer quelqu'un, et à volonté et moi je ne sais pas pourquoi est-ce que ngane naza inclus dans quatre dossiers oyo bomoni ba capture ngai te yem ta contacté ki nga et par surprise nga pena na laisser donc tous à sérieux tout changer bando na so ba congolais boti ko nyoko la biso bando na no ba congolais bozo linga biso bo boti si biso bo sundoli biso bolanika ba congolais mususu po ba na mbongo po ba mema bino na poto. Combien de Congolais basundula basi na bango na bana mais balandela monku basi africaine temindele te mais congolais kaka c'est pas bien. Soyons gentils, soyons humains. Tant que l'ing intérêt mo bepo na yo kanisa fait passer aux autres comme ninga. Laissez go erreur la plus malheureuse que les kabatunyons. En tout cas, je suis écœuré pour elle mais non ça nini. Non c'est un nous avons PC ma case. Donc voilà, je disais que c'est déjà la fin, prenez-nous au sérieux. Bon, respecter basi, basi peut tout se respecter. Et ça, c'est que bon, si moi, on va tout